Groups have indicated a support for Park Victoria's decision to issue limited permits for tour operators in the Grampians National Park. A 3-month extension has been granted to licensed tour operators with strict conditions imposed on their right to offer rock climbing and at protected sites inside the park. The Eastern Marr Aboriginal Corporation's chairman, Jason Misfud, said traditional owners want their authority recognised in decision-making around the park.
The interim permit that was granted late last week is something that was supported by traditional owners after long consultation with Park Victoria, and we have another criteria around that permit being adhered to, including the authorisation of traditional owners to be a part of that monitoring.
Yeah, what will it change?
Well, what it changes is fundamentally the authorisation for traditional owners to be actively engaged in the monitoring, of that new permit. So the authorisation and monitoring, and even though that would seemingly be a simple and obvious step, that's a step that traditional owners have been largely excluded from participating in previously. So we think that signals, a new relationship between Parks Victoria and the traditional owners of the Garryword in this particular example.
Parks Victoria previously excluded you from that role when you wanted it?
Yeah, I don't think that would be misleading to suggest that. However, the new leadership at Park Victoria have, signalled their intent to better authorise and engage traditional owners in these decision-making processes to grant permits, but also to monitor those permits. And I guess there are 3 areas that, we've been very clear upon for a long time now, and, we needed, a willing partner in Park Victoria to acknowledge our ancestral ties, but also, the generational decision that we need to be making on any given permit that's issued through the Garryword for environmental and or cultural values. And in simple terms, the 3 areas are around how do traditional owners have an equal share of resourcing, but also an equal share of authorisation to provide ongoing education for cultural values and cultural sites through the Garryword. How do we have authorisation and mandate to play an intervention role where required and when required? And then what role do traditional owners play in the prosecution phase? Now, we would like to believe that if we over-invest in the educational and intervention areas, the prosecution becomes somewhat obsolete unless there is just overt destruction of cultural heritage and environmental values of the Garryword.
Has there been any prosecution to date for damage?
Well, it's a little bit of the relationship that I've been alluding to in relation to where the traditional owners have been largely excluded. So, I couldn't answer that directly.
How could Parks Victoria have made these assessments previously about these being special protection areas without involvement from traditional owners? Surely there's been some involvement?
Well, this is the sort of age-old debate in the Aboriginal community that we've, continually prosecuted, and that is there's a complete difference between consultation and negotiation. So a phone call or a form of correspondence doesn't, in our view, constitute consultation and negotiation on these respective matters. So I don't think we're too far away. The rules and the regulations in the past haven't authorised and mandated traditional owners to have an equal seat at that table. However, as I said, we're optimistic that, albeit small steps, we're starting to see, that relationship be one of equalness.
That's Eastern Marr Aboriginal Corporation's chairman, Jason Misfud, there speaking to the ABC's Charlotte King. It's 6 minutes.